What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Black man brother Michael B. Jordan is trending today for something not so in the open. This is very cryptic, okay? And basically, Michael B. Jordan was at Saturday Night Live, right before Drake and 21 Savage did their song called Her Loss, okay? And it doesn't seem like much, but I want to play this particular clip of Michael B. Jordan, and then we'll come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your musical guest for the evening, Drake and 21 Savage, performing a song off of one of the most relatable albums of all time, Her Loss.
So guys, he says this is relatable. People think that this is about Lori Harvey, and it could be about Lori Harvey. But in fact, every guy that I know, at least brothers who are heterosexual and deal with women, we understand that frame or that phrase, her loss. It ain't even gotta be somebody that you're in a relationship with. It could be somebody who turned you down. How many of you brothers have been shot down by some woman, come back 3 to 4 years later and you're doing a lot better and she's still struggling? What do you say? Her loss. But in terms of dealing in relationships, many guys have this issue because, you know, a lot of guys are hurt with breakups, right? A lot of guys are hurt, especially if the woman is the one that makes the call that, you know, she would never no longer be with you. But I came across this particular video here on YouTube, and I want to give a shout out to the channel here. The channel is called The Gentleman's Game. All right. I want to play just a small clip of this channel here, and then we'll come right back.
Gentleman's Game here. So recently, a student of mine messaged me out of the blue, freaking out. He told me that his girlfriend just broke up with him. It's definitely one of the more common messages that I get. Some dude crying over losing the dream girl that he finally managed to get after being a virgin for the first 22 or 23 years of his life. With this guy, I remember personally overseeing his transformation from an awkward, introverted guy who had never had a kiss in his life to a guy who was confident and well put together enough to approach and date his current girlfriend, a girl who was just his type. This was about a year ago. So when he told me she broke up with him, I knew he must have been devastated, finally finding someone he thought was the love of his life, only to have her break things off a year later. He told me he felt like throwing up, that he was desperate to get her back. So this is what I told him. Eric, I know it hurts. I've been there, and it sucks, but you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna take this pain and you're gonna use it as fuel. I know it seems impossible with how much you're hurting, but give it 3 days to sulk and then realize something. You're about to level up to a point that's gonna make the past Eric look like a chump. If you were able to land a girl like that a year ago, just imagine the kind of girls you're gonna be able to attract once you become a better man. Better than you've ever been. I'm glad that my words got through to Eric, because about a week after that message to me, something in him snapped. He started lifting more. He started reading more, learning about things that actually interested him. He started working harder at his studies in grad school, securing a job at a top bank. He started being more social again, going out, making new friends, and meeting girls. And I guess his ex-girlfriend Kelly must have seen his transformation on social media or something, because soon afterwards she started messaging him again out of the blue.
Now, let me just say this. Relatable. Like Michael B. Jordan said about Lori Harvey, okay? In this instance, you hear that this guy was hurt. He was feeling bad about himself. The girl of his dreams had left. But the author says something very interesting, didn't he? He says, if you could get her where you are today, Once you level up, you won't be the same man tomorrow. And you're going to be able to work on yourself and get somebody else. Here's something that I want guys to get. It's relatable. And you're going to get your heart broke. I'm just going to be honest. I don't care how many pills you take. Red, orange, green. Understanding female nature. Understanding the red pill, as some guys want to say, it doesn't stop you from liking women or loving women or getting hurt or making mistakes. It's going to happen. But the motivating factor is, if I got that one, I can get another one, because I'm going to continue to do what? I'm going to continue to self-improve. I'm going to continue to push my life in such a way that if you ever see me again, and I really don't care if you do or not, but I'm not going to be the same person. I'm going to be on the progression to being somebody greater, better. And I don't even want to talk to you by that time. And that's what I've noticed. It will be chicks, like, let's say, for example, 6-7 years ago, I will be asking them to, maybe come to my house or something like that. And now those same chicks, if I were to see them now, I would never invite them to my house. It's like looking at them like, who are you? Wait a minute. You have something before I even take you to my crib. Here's a few questions that you need to answer, young lady. Why do you feel like you can be with me? Because I'm not the same person anymore. That's the whole point. When you get hurt, when you fail, all that is a process so that you're not the same person anymore. And what Michael B. Jordan is saying, it's relatable, her loss, because we all know what's going to happen in 10 years when the wall comes from Lori Harvey. She's going to wish, I wish I had a guy like him. And that's what you want to do. They need to wish. Even if you don't see them anymore, they keeping ties on you, brothers. They know you guys are doing good. Women know. Here's the thing about women. Women forget. A lot of times when a woman breaks up with you and goes to somebody else, typically the guy that she's going to be dealing with is not even on your level anyway. And not to say that that's a good level, but typically it's not the case, right? Typically most women, when they deal with guys, the guy's not doing very good. But then you as a guy have a motivational factor to keep improving. Women don't really have that motivating factor to keep improving like men do. In fact, women don't think anything is wrong with them, to be honest. Men, we can look at ourselves like, hey, I'm a little bit too clingy. Women don't feel the need to self-improve like men do, because men don't know how powerful it is. We know what it actually can do. Self-improvement can do a lot for a guy, as far as money, women, everything, right? So you're more likely to do it. So when you do it, she's more likely to stay the same. Still doing this, very similar thing. And then when you come back, guess who's mad? And that's what I want you guys to think about. Make people hate making a bad choice on you. Even I had a supervisor fire me from Tesla, 2014. From what I hear from this guy now, he's completely broke. A few $1 million later, that guy's nowhere to be found. Where is he at? I'll tell you where he's at. Not being rich. That's where he's at. And every day of my life, I woke up with that in the back of my mind. I'm going to make sure that dude regrets ever getting rid of me. Look at me now in comparison to him. That guy's a complete joke. All right? Complete. And that's how I want you guys to be. Make them regret losing you. And you do that by being successful. A lot of men don't want to do that. A lot of men like to continue to and moan and stuff like that. Be successful. Shut your mouth. Be successful. Stop whining and complaining. It's one thing women hate is whiners and complainers, because I hate it. Be successful, brothers. There's plenty of beautiful women out there who want a real man that's going to get out there, and it's opportunities. You live in America, most of you guys. Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and do the work, and enjoy the work while you're at it. You do that, everything handles itself. And by the time you see her, you don't even want to deal with her anymore. It's like, I can't. Some of y'all will even want your sex back. Like, I can't even believe I had sex with her. What was I thinking about? I must have been thirsty. And you probably were. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.